Hello, hello, hello. Please tell me that I'm audible or not. Everyone who is live, please tell me that I'm audible or not. Today we'll start a new session. In this session, we will talk about the agriculture. Okay, because many questions are increasing day by day. Okay, as I'm saying that the questions of agriculture. Okay, I think I'm live, so I think should start now. Send these links in the groups. Okay, so audible. Thank you. We'll start a new session, and in these sessions, we are generally talking about the agriculture because you know that the number of questions are increasing day by day in agriculture sector in UPSC. So that's why in UPSC as well as in the state PCS examinations. So that's why we have started these sessions, and in these sessions, we'll talk about all the agriculture questions which have agriculture and agriculture technology questions which have been asked in UPSC and many state pieces examinations. So I think we should start now. So our first question is how the permaculture, how is permaculture farming different from different, okay, how, what happens to it? Okay, how is permaculture farming different from conventional chemical farming? Our options are: first, permaculture farming discourage monoculture practices, but in conventional chemical farming, monoculture practices are predominant. Second option is there. Conventional chemical farming can cause increase in soil salinity, but the occurrence of such phenomenon is not observed in permaculture farming. Okay. Third option is there. Conventional chemical farming is easily possible in semi-arid region, but permaculture farming is not so easily possible in such regions. Okay. And option fourth is there. Practice of mulching is very important in the permaculture farming, but it is not necessarily so in the conventional chemical farming. Okay, well, and our options are A, B, C, D, and that question was asked in IAS 2021. So now you can understand that why this question is important. That why this question is important. It's important. So anyone who is live, please try to attend these questions and tell me what will be the correct option. Because in UPSC, also the number of questions from agriculture sectors are increasing day by day. So you have to attempt which of the following is correct. Yeah, you have to attempt that which of the following is correct. I am still waiting for response. So please provide me the correct option. Anyone who is live? Yeah, many people are live. So it's my humble request to them that please provide me the correct knowledge that what will be the correct option for these questions. So I think all of you are doing good. So all of you have to attend these questions and provide me the proper knowledge that what will be the correct option. Yeah. So I think I should start, and it will take some time because these questions are very lengthy. So take a screenshot, so you can understand it easily that what will be the correct option of that question. So I am still waiting for response that what will be the correct option. Everyone who is watching, please try to attend these questions. These are important questions. So that's why I'm saying that please try to attend these questions. I know that your basic is not clear, but I think we should start. Well, so 2 to 3 terms are there. First is the permaculture. Okay. First is the permaculture farming. Okay. And that is the conventional chemical farming. And that is the conventional chemical farming. And after that, the monoculture practice. After that, the monoculture practice. And yeah, after that, everything is clear. Okay. So firstly we'll talk about these sentences so we can correlate what could be the right answer. So we can correlate that what could be the right answer. But please try please try to attend. Next is the mulching. Next is the practice of mulching. Okay, so I think now we should start. So we have permaculture farming, then monoculture practice. Okay, so I know that if these terms will be clear for you, then you can correlate. First was the permaculture. First is the permaculture farming. First is the permaculture farming. So if anyone has any knowledge about the permaculture, so please provide me some informations about the permaculture. I am still waiting for response. Everyone, please provide me a proper knowledge of permaculture. Yeah, I am still waiting. No, no, that's why I'm saying that the number of questions of these types are increasing day by day in UPSC. So if you want to attempt UPSC, then you should be focused on these type of questions, because general science tech means science tech, general science, you can say environment, as well as the agriculture technology. These will cover minimum 25 question in UPSC. That's why you can understand that why these sections are very important. That why these sections are very important. Okay, well, I don't know why no one is providing me the correct lesson. So I think I should start. So first thing is that what is permaculture? So permaculture is also a type of sustainable agriculture. It is also a type of sustainable agriculture. It is also a type of sustainable agriculture. And now we'll say, so what do you mean by sustainable agriculture? So when we talk about the agriculture, so it has many practices, many branches, many things are there. So when we talk about the word sustainable, in generally we can say such sustainable word mainly when we talk about sustainable pollution, sustainable environment or sustainable development. So the development in which we talk about the today's needs also and also about the future's needs. So those type of development is known as sustainable development. As the same, when we talk about the sustainable agriculture, so all the agriculture practices which requires in which we uses maximum land in we uses maximum and and natural resources without harming the environment. So again, sustainable agriculture are the practices in which we use the maximum land and natural resources without harming the environment. So that is known as sustainable agriculture. And in general, when we talk about sustainable agriculture, so we generally uses those pigments. We generally uses those terms like maximum natural things, means natural resources like green manure, like green manure and proper irrigation techniques, green manure and proper irrigation techniques by which we can use the maximum natural things for the agriculture. First thing. Second thing is there, we also try to emphasize all the things which can help our organic farming, as well as that will not all the things which will not degrade the fertility level of land. So these are very important. And we also think about the future needs. We also think about the future needs. So all these types of agricultures are known as sustainable agriculture. And permaculture is also a, you can say it's also a small things like the sustainable agriculture, because in permaculture we do all the practices which we have discussed, that the we have to use maximum natural resources without harming the environment. Because if there will be any change in the environment, so that will be very harmful for any area. So that is known as permaculture. So now we'll talk about the what are the words that was permaculture. That is the conventional chemical. Conventional chemical resources. Well, when we talk about the conventional chemical resources, so in conventional chemical resources, in conventional chemical resources, we generally use many chemical substances that could be harmful for the agriculture. So in which like urea, dye, many things are there. So they are the conventional chemical sources, and we should not focus. I think we should not increase these type of chemical substances for the as fertilizers, because that will go in the environment, and that will also increase the biomagnification. That's why it's important. So that is the chemical resources. Next word was our next word was practice of mulching. Practice of mulching is a type of it's a type of practice in which we reduces the water loss, in which we reduces the water loss reduces the water loss by some mechanical practice, which is known as mulching. So now we'll come on the our question, that what is the main gist of that question, because that was asked in UPSC, so that now you can correlate why this question is important. So now we'll talk about these terms. First is the permaculture farming discourages monoculture practices. Yeah, that's true that permaculture farming also discourages monoculture farming. And I will ask, sir, what is monoculture farming? So monoculture farming is a type of farming. Monoculture farming is a type of farming in which, okay, monoculture farming is a type of farming in which we practice only same type of crops on a land. If we suppose I have a land, okay, suppose I have agriculture land, okay, and in that land I only plant rice, then rice, and then rice. In the whole year, if I plant or if I cultivate only rice, so this type of agriculture is known as monoculture practice. Suppose if I use then wheat, then wheat, and then wheat again. So monoculture means same type of practice agriculture is known as the monoculture, which is very harmful for any agricultural land, because in this type of practice, suppose in the rice, what happens there? Suppose it's a plant of rice. So what happens there? It has many small root hairs are there. So it will generally use the fertilizers, or you can say the nutrient of those area. And if we will use that practice many times, so it's sure that all the fertilizers, or you can say nutrients, which are found in those area, and the nutrients which are found in those area will be affected, and after some time all the natural resources, all the nutrients, and all the important pigments of that area will be loosen out. So that is why. But if we use the if we will not use that monoculture practice, okay, so what happens there? Suppose one time I've uses the rice, then wheat, and then mustard. So what happens there? That in that cycle we are trying to use all the nutrient of the land. So that will be very good for the land productivity as well as for our productivity too. And it will also conserve the environmental things. Now you can say, so how it will conserve? So it will conserve the environmental things, because uh, due to this soil erosions will be depleted, and the water loss will be depleted. So we will use maximum land area. So that's good. So now we'll move to our first question. So the question was, permaculture farming discourages the monoculture practices. Yeah, in permaculture farming we doesn't encourage the monoculture practice. So that's true. It discourages the monoculture practice, but in conventional chemical farming monoculture practice is predominant. Yeah, that's true. Because when we talk about the monoculture farming, because in monoculture farming we only uses same type of plants. So because the productivity of the land will decrease, So in that condition, we will use fertilizers, chemical fertilizers. So that's true. Like in the eastern area, in the western Haryana and in the Punjab region, because they generally uses the monoculture practice. That is why they will also use many types of chemical substances in their lands. So that's why it's true. So one is true. Second is the conventional chemical farming can cause increase in soil salinity. Yeah, that's true, because the conventional chemicals have many harmful substances, so they will increase the soil salinity. That's true. But the occurrence of such phenomenon is not observed in the permaculture farming. Yeah, that's true, because in permaculture farming we doesn't allow many chemical substances at a proper level. So that's why permaculture discourages the use of chemical substances. That's true. Option third is there. That's also true. Option third is there. Conventional chemical farming is easily possible in semi-arid region. Conventional chemical farming is easily possible in semi-arid region. Yeah, that's true. Okay, but permaculture farming is not easily possible in such regions. That's not true. First part of that sentence is true, but the second part of that sentence is not true. So that whole sentence is not true. Now, option number 4, practice of mulching is very important in the permaculture farming. That's true, because mulching reduces, because as I've told you about the mulching, that the mulching reduces, yeah, that's generally reduces uh, the growth of weedicides. It generally reduces the growth of weedicides, as well as it also decrease the water loss. It also decrease the water loss. So now you can say, what is mulching? So mulching are those practices which generally mulchings are those practices which generally decreases the water loss, and it also not provide the sufficient things for the growth of weedicides. And now we'll ask, sir, what is weedicides? So weedicides, okay, weedicides. So again, when we talk about the weedicides, so weedicides are those unwanted plants. Weedicides are unwanted plants. Weedicides are unwanted. Okay, now it's visible. Weedicides are unwanted plants. Weedicides are, that color was not visible. So please, if color was not visible, please tell me that. So that color was not visible. Now it's visible. So uh, weedicides are those unwanted plants which are grown itself, in the field, which are grown itself in the fields. So those plants are known as, generally weedicides are unwanted plants. They grow itself. They grow itself in the field, and they uses maximum they uses maximum fertilizers fertilizers as well as maximum water of plant. And some weeds also uses maximum sunlight, and they doesn't allow the other plants to grow. So that's why these are harmful for any crop. That's why these are very harmful for any crops. So now we have talked about the weedicides. Weedicides are those unwanted plants which are grown itself in any plant area, in any field, and they uses the maximum fertilizers, the maximum water and irrigations, as well as the sunlight, which we are providing to those, which we are providing for those crops, but they are using those things. So due to which our plant, or you can say our crop, will not grow properly. So now you can understand that why we use weedicides. And generally the mulching practices reduces the weedicides. The mulching practices decreases the growth of weedicides. So that's true. So our question was, Yeah, practice of mulching is very important in permaculture farming. Yeah, that's true, very important, but not necessary in conventional chemical farming. Yeah, it's not necessary in the conventional chemical farming, so that's true. So we have 1 to 4, 1 to 4 options are correct, 3 is incorrect. 1 to 4, 1 to 4, okay. So option B is correct. So option B is correct, and we have spent more than 20 minutes in a single question. We have spent more than 20 questions in a single question. Then now you can understand that why the course of UPSC, the level of UPSC is very high. Well, now we'll move to the next question. Okay, where's the next question? Okay, second question is, what is are the advantage or advantages of zero tillage? Okay, what is are the advantage or advantages of zero tillage in agriculture? What are the advantages of zero tillage in agriculture? Our options are: 1, sowing of wheat is possible without burning the residue of previous crops. I don't know. Second, without the need of necessary rice spalling, direct planting of paddy seeds in the wet soil is possible. I have no idea. Third, carbon sequestration is in the soil is possible. Select the correct option by the codes given below. Again, that question was asked in ISP 2020. So now you can understand that why these questions are very important. So anyone who is live, please try to attend these questions. That what will be the correct option. Some person is cutting. Look in that screen. I think you will form easily. I am unable to see anything. Move your side. Zoom out. Zoom out some part. Now I think it's okay. Intelligent Auto Plus. Okay. What is the advantage of zero tillage? So everyone, well, I think now this question is visible. So anyone who's live there, please try to attend these questions. That what will be the correct option of these questions? Everyone, because in today's class we are generally taking the questions of UPSC. That's why I'm saying, please try to attend these questions. Everyone, many people are live. Please try to attend. Everyone, please try to attend these questions. I am still waiting for response. Yeah, because these questions are very important. I am still waiting for response, but I don't know why you are not interested. Well, so I think we should start. So the second question was, what is are the advantage of zero tillage in agriculture? Okay, so we have some words, and that is the zero tillage. Okay, sowing of wheat possible without burning the residue of without sowing of wheat is possible without burning the residue of previous crop. Okay, so burning of residue. Okay, we have burning of residue. Okay, next is the without the need of necessary rice spalling, directly planted the paddy seeds in the wet soil is possible. Okay, third, carbon sequestration is the soil possible. Yeah, So we have to think about only two things, that is the zero tillage and burning of residue. If we talk about the two terms, that is the zero tillage and burning of residue, so we can attempt that question. Okay, well, is it visible or not? Okay, I think it's visible. Is it visible properly? Hello, is it visible properly? Okay, so now we have these things. It's if it's not visible, please try to tell me that it's not visible, so I will change the color of that thing. Okay, so we have two words, that was zero tillage, that was zero tillage, and the second one was residue, residue of crops, and residue of crops. First thing is that what is zero tillage? First thing is there, that what is zero tillage? I think it's not visible properly. Yeah, first thing was zero tillage, and next thing was organic residue, organic residue. I think now we can understand that question easily. So first thing is there, we'll talk about the zero tillage, and after that we'll talk about the organic residue. First thing is there, that what do you mean by zero tillage? So zero tillage is a type of agriculture, or you can say it's a method of agriculture in which we uh, we use the maximum land, we use the maximum use of land without harming the soil, without harming the soil, because in zero tillage we doesn't plow, means there is no plow, there is no plowing, means in Hindi it is known as in Hindi it is known as jotna, ठीक है. uh, in zero tillage there is no plowing, and and seeds are sown, seeds are sown without plowing, seeds are sown without plowing. So this type of agriculture is known as is this type of practice is known as zero tillage. In zero tillage, what happens there? Okay. Sir, I can answer the question if the question format is Hindi, but all the question English. So there is, therefore I'm unable. But try to understand. I know these are the questions of UPSC, and Yadav ji, I know you are good students and you can correlate these questions easily. But please try to. If it's wrong, doesn't mean if it's wrong. If it's not wrong, then it's okay. So don't think that if your answers will be incorrect, but try to take yourself at a level where you can use these questions properly. So I think Yadav ji, you are good students. So try to attend these questions. If it's wrong, so what is there? No one knows you. Who cares you? Okay. So, and if you think that if you cares, that make a new ID by the name of any girl or boy, any person, and go come over there. There is no need to think about it. Okay. But try to use these things, because in these classes we are generally talking about the questions of UPSC and PCS examinations, and it will also boost your confidence too. So I think you should start. Yadav I think you can understand me easily. So try to attend these questions. I'm sure, that's my promise, that these classes will help you. If it's possible, you have time, that please try to attend these classes. Well, the question was, so we are talking about the, we are talking about the zero tillage. So in zero tillage, there is no plowing. In zero tillage, there is no plowing, and we use the maximum seeds. We use the maximum land area. What happens there? That seeds are sown without the proper plowing. Seeds are sown without the proper plowing, and due to this, the maximum nutrient will be used. First thing is there. Second thing is there, that it will also increase the income of farmers. Now you'll say, so how you can say? Yeah, because it's a motto of our prime minister. It is the motto of our prime minister that we will that we will increase the income of farmer. That I think it's not visible. So that we will increase the income of farmers. That will increase, that we will double, not income, we will double the income of farmers. So because if we will use the zero tillage, so in that condition, all the unnecessary things or the unnecessary resources on unnecessary money which will be used in the tillage problem, in the tillage, that will be saved. So that's, we can say, yeah, we are increasing the income of we are also increasing the income of farmer, because we are not allow them to spend more money in the tillage. So that's okay. Second thing is there, because in zero tillage, there is minimum use of water is required, because the lands are not, because in that method mainly seedings methods are there. We generally provide the seeding operator seeding mechanics, seeding machines, by which we only provide seeds in that area. So that's sure that it will also decrease the soil erosion, and it will also decrease the water problem. Okay, okay, Guruji, I will try my best level. Well, let's see. Good. So that's true. So we can understand that why zero tillage is good for the farming. Next was the organic residue. So organic residues are those substances. Now I will speak slowly. Organic residues are those substances which have been, okay, which have been left out by the you can say by the cutting of crops, like in the Haryanas, in the eastern UPs too, in the eastern UPs, in the Haryana, and in many areas of India, after the crop of paddy, as well as after the crop of paddy as well as the wheat, we generally left the residue in the field and we burn out them. If we will burn out them, so two things will be there. First thing is there, that it will increase the air pollution, because it will increase the air pollution, because when these carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide will go in the atmosphere, so that leads to very harmful effect in the environment, and that will cause the air pollution. And due to which every year, at the time of Diwali, you will see in the newspapers that Supreme Court as well as the Delhi High Court will harm Delhi government, that tell Delhi government to stop those burning of residues. So two things are there. If we will apply the zero tillage condition, zero tillage method, so that will also decrease the burning of those residue, or you can say organic residue. So that will be a good thing. Okay. Second thing is there, when you burn residue in the paddy field or in a wheat field or any field, so that will also increase the temperature of land. And when, because when you put fire on those residues, so what happened there, because all the things will be gone out in the form of air pollutants. Okay. And because these residues are burning at the land, so that will also affect the temperature of the land, due to which various nutrient will be loosened out. So we have double harmful effect by burning of these organic residue. And if you will conserve these organic residue, then I'm sure that will boost the economic growth. First thing, that will increase the that will increase sorry that will decrease the pollution. Third thing is there, that will also decrease the soil pollution, or various things are there. So I think it's clear to you. So we should start now. So the question was, I think, where is the question? Okay, question was in so we have spent I think more than 20 minutes and we are on the same question. So sowing of wheat is possible without burning the residue of the previous crop. Yeah, that's true, because in zero tillage method, sowing of wheat is possible without burning the residue of previous crop. That's true. That's true. Now we'll move to the second option. Without the need of nursery, rice, sapling, direct plantation of paddy seeds in the wet soil is possible. Yeah, because in zero tillage we doesn't use nursery, which are using in the UPPR in many areas. So we generally apply direct seeds in the field. So that's true. Second, third is there, carbon sequestration is the possible. Yeah, that's possible, because when we will use these techniques, so that will save the organic cycle. So that's true, that carbon will be saved. So all these are correct. So all these are correct. So our options are 1 2 3. Okay, option D is correct. Wait a minute, wait a minute. For some things, first thing is there, whenever you are going to solve UPSC questions, mainly the science tech, because general science is not asking in those area, mainly in the science tech, in the science tech, second in agriculture. In the science tech and in agriculture, maximum time option D will be right. Maximum time option D will be right. Why maximum time it will be right? Because science is emerging sector and anything could be possible in the future. So at the time of doing UPSC questions, you should remember that the maximum time all the options are correct. So this time, because it's agriculture, so all, because in these sectors maximum possibilities are there, maximum possibilities are there. So maximum time all the options are correct. So this time option option D is correct. Next thing is there, whenever you are doing these questions, so be sure about your terms. If your terms are not clear, then please left out those questions, because in these questions generally basic knowledge is there. If you have knowledge of NCRT class 9, because all these things are there in the NCRT class 9 chapter 2nd, in the NCRT class 9 chapter 2nd. That's why I'm saying be concentrate on NCRTs, be concentrate on NCRTs, because they will provide you the access. Yeah, good, Yadoji. All these are correct. Well done, Yadoji. I know that you are doing well and you are a good student. Well, so I think yeah, all these are correct. Well done. So we have option D is there. Now we'll move to the next question, and our next question is again in the IES. Again in the IES, that is in the 2020. In the context of India, which of the following is are considered to be practice of eco-friendly agriculture? Means which of the following is the practice of eco-friendly agriculture? So now anyone who is live, please try to attend these questions, that what will be the correct option. I am still waiting for response. Try to, try to. I'm not sure that, okay, try to attend these questions and tell me that which of the following is correct. If you have time, okay, yeah, Yadoji. Sir, right, say Guruji, maximum time, all the options are correct. Yeah, well done, Yadoji, doing well, doing well. Yadoji, you are doing well, well done. Mm. Anyone who is live, please try to attend these questions. These are very important. That's why I'm saying that please try to attend these things. Yeah, again, try to attend these questions. Anyone who is live, because I know it's a UPSC question, but try to attend these questions. This time, many people are live. Arya, Vikram Singh, Sabana, Astos. Many people are live there, but I don't know why they are not providing me the correct option. So please, anyone who is live, I know that your classes are going on. Okay, Yadavji is saying all the option is right. 1 2 3 4 once again. Okay, Yadavji, provide me some time. After that, I will tell you about that. So, in the context of India, which of the following is are considered to be practice of eco-friendly agriculture? A. Crop diversification. B. Legume intensification. That is the legume intensification. Third is the tensiometer use, and four is the vertical farming, and fourth is the vertical farming. So again, yeah, Yadavji, clap for yourself. This time all the options are correct. You are right. As I'm saying in the previous questions, all the options are correct. All the options are correct, but because I'm a teacher, so I have to elaborate all these options. So crop diversification, legume intensification, and then tensiometer use, and then vertical farming. So first is the, what do you mean by crop diversification? So in the previous slide, I have talked about the monoculture practice. I have talked about the monoculture. I have talked, okay, I don't know why it's problem. Okay. Yeah, because in the previous slide, we have talked about the crop diversification. Sorry, in the monoculture practice. So in crop diversification, diversification, what happens there? That if you are using many types of crop at a same land, if you are using many type of crops like sometime legumes, sometime rice, sometime wheat, sometime mustard, if you are using many type of crops are at a same lands, so that is known as crop diversification. That is known as crop diversification. In the previous slide, we have talked about the monoculture practice. We have talked about the monoculture practice. So it is the opposite of monoculture practice, because in crop diversification we uses different type of crops at a same land, which is known as the crop diversification. That's totally true. That's totally true. So our option first is correct. Second is legume intensification. Legume intensification means to cultivate those plants, or you can say to cultivate those crops which can uh, which can increase the nitrogen fixation. Because generally legumes like you can say matar, arhar, moong, any legumes, they have the capability to use the maximum nitrogen, and they utilize them by the process of nitrogen fixation. By the process of nitrogen fixation, they uses the atmospheric nitrogen and change them in the form of nitrate, by which the plant can use. So that's true that the legume intensification will also eco-friendly. It's also eco-friendly. Third is the tensiometer use. Yeah, tensiometer is the instrument by which we uses the level of water, in the field or any area. So yeah, we can also use the tensiometer. That's true. Next, the vertical farming. Yeah, vertical farming is also good, because nowadays vertical farming, terrace farming, these are increasing. In vertical farming, we generally small farms, or you can say small carries at our rooftop, or you can say at our garden, everywhere. And in the vertical farming, we generally uses our day-to-day vegetables, or you can say salads over there. So yeah, that's true that it will also eco-friendly. This is eco-friendly. This everything is eco-friendly. And now we'll say, so what is eco-friendly? Eco-friendly is a word in which all the practices which doesn't harm the environment are known as eco-friendly practices. So all these are eco-friendly practices. So Yadavji, you have done well. Well done. Well done. I'm totally happy with you. Everyone, he's a really nice guy and he's doing well thing. And first thing is that he is a Hindi medium student. He is a Hindi medium student, but he is doing well. Well done, Yadavji. So all these are correct. Now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is, what are the advantages of fertigation in agriculture? Okay, what are the advantages of fertigation in agriculture? Our options are: one, controlling the alkalinity of irrigation water is possible. Second, efficient practice of rock phosphate and other phosphate fertilizers is possible. Third is there, increase availability of nutrients to plant is possible. Okay. Fourth is there reduction in the leaching of chemical nutrient is possible. Reduction in the leaching of chemical nutrient is possible. Again, that question was asked in the ISP 2020. Again, that question was asked in the ISP 2020. So please try to attend these questions. I am still waiting for a response. Yeah, again, I am waiting for a response. Yeah, everyone, please provide me the correct option. I am still waiting for a response. So anyone who is live, please try to attend these questions. Yadav, you are doing well. Everyone, okay. I think I should. Okay, everyone who is there, please try to attend these questions. I think now I'm side. Yadoji doing well. Okay, if it's not visible, I think now it's visible because questions are very lengthy, so I can't. I will not be available. I think I should decrease the font size. Okay. This time Yadoji is there. Many people are there. So please try to attend these questions. This is necessary. Yeah, everyone, please try to attend these questions. This is necessary. This is necessary. Everyone. Okay, Yaduji is saying 1 to 4 is possible, I think. Okay, Yaduji, wait a minute. I think some people are there and give some time to answer these questions. Okay. Doing well, Yaduji. Yeah, really doing well. Doing well. It seems that you are not made for UPPCS. You are made for UPSC too. Well done. Doing well. So I think we should take that question. Okay, because we have not enough time, so I think we should take that question. So the question was, and in today's class, we have only taken 4 questions, and now we'll say, so which type of teachers you are. I know that I'm not lazy, but I can take more questions. But for the importance of these questions, I'm only taking about 4 to 6 questions are there, because in these questions I'm providing maximum which I can give you. Okay, well, so the question is, what are the advantages of fertigation in the agriculture? So first thing is there, that what is fertigation? So generally, fertigation is the method in which we provide fertilizations at fertilizers in the vapor form or liquid form to the plants. That is known as fertigation. Suppose if we have urea, so the generally farmer do, he generally took the urea in his hand or in any machine, and he spread out urea in the field. So it's a normal process, it's a mechanical process. But in fertigation, if he dissolve that urea in water, if he dissolve that urea or nutrient in the water, and he sprinkle all the water in that plant, or you can say in that area, or in that field, so all that method is known as fertigation. Again, I'm saying fertigation is a type of providing fertilizers to the plant or to the crops by the gaseous form or by the liquid form. Okay, so that is known as fertigation. So well, so in fertigation, so I think fertigation is clear. So first thing is there, controlling of alkalinity of irrigation water is possible. Yeah, that's true. That's totally true. What next? While you will see what is alkalinity. Alkalinity means when the basic level, you can say when the basic, because when we talk about the pH, when we talk about the pH, so we have discussed everything, that the any substance acidic can be acidic or basic, and basic substances are also known as alkali. Basic substances are also known as alkali. So all the substances, all the bases, again, all alkalis are not bases. All alkalis are not bases, but sorry, all base, uh, all alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkali. We will we will talk it in our chemistry class, but next time, because alkali. So alkalis are those bases which can dissolve in the water. So controlling of alkalinity of the irrigation water is possible. Yeah, we can control the alkalinity, we can control the alkalinity by this method. That's true. By this irrigation method, that's true. And irrigation water is possible, so option 1 is correct. Second is there, efficient applications of rock phosphate and the other phosphoric fertilizers possible. No, that's not possible, because in that condition there is a rock phosphate, and rock phosphate cannot be dissolved. Rock phosphate cannot be dissolved easily in the water, so it will choke the machine. It will choke the machine, so that's impossible. Third is there, increase availability of nutrients to the plants is possible. Yeah, that's true, because if you are providing fertilizers in the water, so the maximum availability of nutrient will be possible. That's true. Next is the reduction in the leaching of chemical nutrients. Yeah, that's also true, that it will decrease the reduction, it will decrease the leaching of chemical substances, because if they are dissolved in the water, so that's true that the maximum use of these nutrients will be possible. So option 4 is also correct. Well done. So we have 134, 134, 134, 134. Okay, so option C is correct. Well done. Option C is correct. Yadav ji, okay, doing well, Yadav ji. Well done, doing well. C is correct. That's why I've told you that you are a UPSC material. You are not a PSS material. Okay, so I think we should move to the next question. But before going on the next question, I think we have completed our time. But again, oh, it's a simple question. This type of questions are asked in the UPPCS, means single line questions are there. You can calculate these questions in science tech as well as in the agriculture, or you can say in the environmental too. So the question was, who has written the history of Indian agriculture? Very, very important. Who has written the history of Indian agriculture? It's a book. It's a book, The History of Indian Agriculture. Who has written that book? If anyone has any guess, then please provide me the correct option. That's question number 5. Who has written the history of Indian agriculture? Who has written the history of Indian agriculture? Our options are A. M.S. Swaminathan Sahab, B. S. Ayyappan, C. K.B. Thomas, and D. M.S. Randhawa, and D. M.S. Randhawa Sahab. So please try to attempt these questions and provide me the correct option. Yeah, everyone, please provide me the correct option, that what will be the correct option of these questions. It's a simple one-liner questions, so I think all of you can attempt, because this question have also been asked many times, many times. So many people are live. Please try to attend these questions and tell me which of the following is correct. That which of the following is correct. So I think this question is new for all of you. So I think I should take the responsibility to solve that question. So the correct option will be M.S. Randhawa. The book, The History of Indian Agriculture, was written by M.S. Randhawa Sahab. So the correct option will be M.S. Randhawa. The correct option will be M.S. Randhawa. And if you are going towards M.S. Swaminathan Sahab, who is known as the father of Indian Green Revolution, father of Indian Green Revolution, father of Indian Green Revolution. So he is not the correct option. He is not the correct. Okay, option D is correct. Well, correct, Yadoji. M.S. Randhawa. M.S. Randhawa Sahab has written the history of Indian agriculture. So I think it's clear for all of you. And we'll again meet in the next class in science session. And I hope you will like these classes. And if you like these classes, then please subscribe our channel. And if you like these videos, then please do like, share, and comment these videos. Have a nice day. We'll meet again in the next session. Have a nice day.